this bitch up club. Taking it back to the VIP. I'm a DJ, always got a crew with me. Sometimes we might about 25 deep, some nights, other nights. Party rock straight having fun. Don't try and take advantage of the situation. You brought a friend and I let her in, but she brought two. Pop bottles, y'all dance around. The energy is high pitch going down. Little Johnson drink, y'all order more rounds. I'm making me sure here you come with a song list. Hey DJ, won't you play 7, 8 songs I done already played. See drunk ladies, little drinks on me. Back away unless you got something in it for the DJ. Security. Get this bitch up club. Security. Get this bitch up club. Look faith that you get no love. Security. Get this bitch up club. Security. Get this bitch up club. Security. This bitch up club. Showing me titties won't help shut up. Get this bitch up club.
Stop it. God damn it. Y'all gonna make me emotional. Cut it out, bitch. You gonna make me emotional. Stop it, okay? Oh my God. Okay, one more time for y'all selves, please. One more time. Oh my Lord. Okay, now this is what I like. I see lesbians. Okay, where my lesbians? Clearly that wasn't everybody, okay? Now, I don't got a call on the gays because I was in the back on Grindr, so my count is about right. So that's about right. But it's more lesbians up in here than that, okay? Where are the straight people? Straight people? Yeah! Oh. That is so sad, ain't it? I don't understand y'all. God does not approve of that lifestyle. I don't understand it, but I'll support it, you know. Were y'all born straight? No, I'm just playing. Okay. Oh my God, no, this is really great to be here because like I do a lot, and so looking at everybody, you see, y'all are gorgeous. Y'all are absolutely beautiful, so I'm glad y'all are here. And I love being in front of people because looking at people, you never know what the next person to you is going through in their lives or what a person is going through or dealing with. So I'm glad that y'all are here. First of all, and y'all spent y'all money coming here. Some of y'all borrowed money. You know, some of y'all sold a little bit of ass, whatever y'all had to do to make y'all money, y'all got up in here. So first, I appreciate y'all supporting me to do that. So thank you very much, okay? And just, and the lesbians. Oh my God. You a lesbian, right? Yes, sir. Okay, because I can smell that sand, what is that, sawdust? Boy, they do have a smell. They smell like sawdust, you know, okay. Y'all act surprised? Jesus Christ, it's not like the straight people. They smell like Kmart. Okay. So, okay. No, but really, I'm so happy that y'all came, and like, I really do. And this week has been a challenge. I just got my voice back, so I was horrified this week because like all week I was hacking and coughing. I don't know what happened. I don't know, because I have been rallying and stuff. I went to a Chick-fil-A rally, and that was beautiful. I took some of my mama's fried chicken. That was beautiful. We've been, you know, gearing up to help Obama get in the White House again. Yes, definitely. We have to, because if the wrong person gets in the White House, we're going to be fucked, okay? You know, and personally, I'm rooting for him to get in the White House for a second term because I want to see his ass wild the fuck out, okay? Him and Michelle, okay? I just want them to get black as shit on their next term, okay? Because they've been very conservative this term. You know, they've been coming out speaking properly. You know, Michelle has her hair pressed. You know, they've been eating baked chicken, you know. Okay? I can't wait for the second term because it's time, okay? For watermelon fried chicken and sunflower seeds, okay? Rap music. I want him to slap the shit out of Mitt Romney with a box of Popeye's chicken, okay? And I want to see Michelle Obama come out the White House with her hair and curlers and a bathrobe on, okay? I want to see that grandmama with a switch whooping ass in their front yard, okay? You know those Republicans go out there and they protest at the White House. I want Michelle Obama to beat that bitch Sarah Palin in front of the White House. No, because y'all know Michelle Obama is from the projects. Y'all know that, right? That bitch will whoop somebody's ass, okay? You will never hear about no Monica Lewinsky. Let me tell y'all, Michelle got that shit on lock. Y'all know that, right? Let a bitch try. You can tell Michelle ain't put no shit at them press conferences, right? Because you see her when she come out there, she don't say much. She just kind of stand there like, fuck with them, you know. So I'm excited. So we got to make sure, you know, because they will set us back. So definitely, so I had to, that's my public service announcement, get out and vote and love yourself. That's most important. So we got to do that, okay? Definitely. So once again, y'all are beautiful, and I got to tell y'all about the shit that I've been going through, because this comedy thing is a journey. You know, like last week was off the goddamn hook because I performed at DC jail, okay? No, I never felt more attractive in my life, okay? It was beautiful, you know. Well, it kinda, because this is what happened. Because you know, I'm a reality TV junkie. You know, I watch Investigation Discovery. I watch Lockup. I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. It doesn't get more scandalous than that, okay? I watch all my shows. Now they need a gay like me on A-list because I kick all them bitches' asses, okay? They don't got the real gays. They need a good hood gay like me that will bust a bottle on the curb and cut a bitch, okay? So, you know, I'm a reality TV junkie. So I've watched MSNBC Lockup, right? So when I got booked to do the show, this guy snapped and beat the shit out of everybody because they forgot to put an apple in his lunch, right? So I was like, oh shit, well what if I go down there and tell the wrong joke, you know? And I got down there, so I'm, you know, security, they escort me in. And I'm like, so y'all gonna protect me, right? They was like, you better use your humor. And I was like, what the hell? You have got to be fucking kidding me, you know? And so I went in, they brought the inmates in and everything, and they kind of was just like, just let this motherfucker say something, you know, we're going to eat your ass up. And I was like, oh, God. So I was just like, okay, use the humor, use the humor. So I went out, and I'm like, hi, inmates, how y'all doing? And they was like, grr. I was like, oh, God. And that's the first time I ever been around that many men and walked in there with my cheeks clenched, okay? Like, I like it a little bit, but not like this, okay? I might not come back from this one, okay, you know. So, you know, I walked in there, and it was like, girl, I was like, oh, shit. So I remember, use the humor, use the humor. So I was like, you know, I just want to let you inmates know I'm happy to be here tonight performing in front of so many beautiful couples. And I don't know why they got so upset, but they did. The good news is I got out of there alive, okay? So, you know. I didn't end up on an episode of Lockup, so that's good. And I'm happy because I'm making adult moves in my life. I just moved out of my mama's house, so I'm excited about that, right? Whoa! Wait, because I live with my sister now, right? Okay? But don't judge me, okay? Baby steps. I'm going to tell you what happened. Because I had moved in with a roommate, but my roommate, like, he used to be on Adam for Adam and Grindr and stuff like that, so he was bringing them hoes over our house. And one of them was very respectful. That bitch used to bring me iced tea, you know, used to greet me upon coming in the door, all that type of stuff. But the other bitch that he used to bring in there was eating up all my tuna, and I had to go off one night, okay? So we kind of had a falling out. I had to move, so I got on Craigslist, right? And I had found this beautiful little basement apartment, and I fell in love with it. It was $500 a month, and so, you know, I went and looked at it, did the walkthrough, and I paid the money, and y'all know I took the keys back to that house. They did not work in that door. I'm serious. So I got scammed out of $700 on Craigslist, and that completely fucked. And you know what I should have done, because I went about it, because, you know, I'm an Aries, so I'll fuck some shit up, okay? So I called him. I should have been more tactful about it. I called him, and I was like, you motherfucker, how dare you? When I find you, I'm going to put a firecracker up your ass. You rotten bitch. I got a mind to drive around like that astronaut in the pamper till I find your ass. stuff like that, right? But I should have been very calm about it and been like, hey, you know, I'm going out of town. Let me meet you so I can give you another month's rent. But I didn't do that, right? So I had to go to the police station, you know, and they was like, well, what do you want us to do? Because we can't do nothing. So what do you want us to do? I was like, I want y'all to treat me like a white woman, okay? Like, seriously. Because if that shit, if, you know, if Becky or somebody, if that shit would have came up missing, they'd have had dogs and fingerprint shit. Investigation discovery would have been out there. So, you know, I started, well, so people were like, well, you know, go look in the Washington Post, you know, in the classified stuff like that. And you find some weirdos on there too. Like you do, because I went over and I found this nice little room over on Benning Road. And I got up in there and like the house looked like, yes, Lord, that's what I said. It looked like some shit off Tales from the Crypt, right? So the guy, you know, he was like, oh, well, I promise you're going to like it and everything. You know, he kind of walked like this. But I don't like to make fun of those people. So, you know, not like that. Stop it. Okay, I'm just talking. So we got up in the room and like birds and shit were flying around. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, oh, those are my pet birds. And I was like, well, how long have they been flying around? He's like, oh, nothing to worry about. I'm going to put them back in the cage. And I was like, you fucking tripping, okay? And like, they were shitting all over the floor. And I was like, what about this? He's like, oh, that good luck from where I come from. So like, I had to like, you know, that was sick, okay? So that's how I ended up in my sister's house, right? And so, you know, it's been, you know, a readjustment process. Of course, you know, living with family members. But this is the thing, I got my own room, and because living with my mother, she still had it set up the way it was set up when I was a baby. So like my little baby booties was up on the wall, and like a switch, like she bronzed it. She gave me the ass whooping of a lifetime in 1992. She got that switch bronzed. It's in the room, okay? My crib was in there, like, and I was still sleeping in it. No, I wasn't sleeping in it, but my crib was still in there. So, you know, moving with my sister, I got to decorate my shit, right? So I found out that I'm one of the gays with the interior decoration tray. You know, like I went to Target, you know, and I got me some curtains and some pillows. What else? I got some throw rugs, all kinds of different covers. I was over there painting the windowsill, you know, and I got like, because I'm one of those earth tone color people, you know, I like my browns and my tans and my beiges. I threw a little bit of black in there, you know, and it was cute, you know. Then I was listening to Erykah Badu, right? So I got all soulful. I went outside and got some rocks and put those in the windowsill, you know. And my room is really earthy, you know, because if you come in there while I'm asleep, you can't see me. I blend right in. So the shit is beautiful, right? But my sister has these badass kids, so they come in there while I'm gone. They tear the whole room up while I'm gone. I have to rearrange shit, you know, and I said, I'm going to come up with something. I'm going to put one of them little bear claws down there on the floor or do something, because those kids are bad as hell. Plus, you know, we got pets now. You know, they wanted to get a cat, because, you know, one of them just had a birthday. They're 4, 6, and 8. And the 6-year-old, she was like, well, I want a pet. And we were like, well, what type of pet do you want? She was like, I want a cat. I want a cat. So, you know, we went outside and got her a cat. And, you know, it's not that hard, you know. So we brought the cat in. Now, see, I don't know a lot about, you know, cats. Like, I do know they're evil, and I know, you know, you can't leave them around Asians. I know that. But what? Y'all are full of shit. Y'all took that shit the wrong way, okay? I meant something completely different, okay? No, but like, I just know because they're evil. Like, you know, dogs, you gotta read their expressions, but the cats, you know, you spray them with the water hose, they run under the bed, right? I don't know much about cats, so, you know, she's evil because she's like black and white. Like, she's black, she got white feet, and she got this brown stripe, so that bitch is evil. Like, that bitch, I plead the blood of Jesus on that cat when she walks in the room, okay? And about, I guess, 3 weeks ago, she started making these really weird sounds, right? I was in my room, and it was about 11 o'clock at night, and I kept hearing this weird sound. I was in there on my laptop, and I kept hearing, ah! And I was like, what the fuck is going on in there? You know, because we had ordered some Chinese food earlier that night. So, okay. So, stop it. Okay. Shut up. Okay. So I kept hearing this loud, you know, ah! And I was like, what in the hell? And so, like, I went out, you know, to see what was wrong with her, and she was, like, on the refrigerator door, like, ah! you know, and like laying on her back, acting all slutty and stuff, and it looked like she was rubbing her nipples and all kinds of stuff, and like I was petting her, and she was just like, ah, you know, stuff like that, and she was acting crazy, so I didn't know what, and again, I played the blood of Jesus on her, right? And I went back to bed, and this for about 3 or 4 nights, just, ah! And finally, I just got sick of the shit, so I got on my laptop and I Googled, cat keeps screaming, right? And the result came back, they were like, oh, your cat is in heat. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, I figured that since I'm one of the working class kids, you know, we keep that Pepco. Oh, fuck Pepco. You know, we just kind of open the windows, put a fan in the window. I thought she was hot, maybe, okay? Right? I thought that's what it meant. So I went in the freezer and I got a couple of ice cubes and put those on her, right? And she didn't like that too much, right? So I had to figure it out again. So I got back on the internet and I was like, oh, cat in heat. And it came back and was like, oh, your cat is horny. I was like, oh, okay. And so I like learning a whole bunch of different stuff. I was like, oh, so cat needs sex. How do they do that? And they were like, well, basically what you do is you have to buy them a boyfriend, which we weren't going to do that. And I definitely wasn't going to send her back outside, you know, because what they do is, and this is some information for your ass, what they do is it takes them 7 times to have a litter of cats, right? 5 to 7 times they have to have sex with 7 different cats, or either like 3 cats a few different times. And I didn't want to do that because I didn't want my cat to end up on like Cat and Maury or some shit, you know what I mean? You know, we try to figure out what cat is what's daddy, you know. One cat come out with blonde fur and blue eyes, you know. Another one come out with a nappy tail, you know. We didn't want to do that, so I was just freaking out, and I kept on hearing, ah! So I got tired one night, right? And I got up, and I went in the bathroom and got a Q-tip. Now, wait a minute. Wait. Whoa! Oh! Y'all don't even know what I did with the Q-tip. Okay, I fucked that cat with that Q-tip. Don't judge me, okay? I was like, they need to make a fucking cat dildo. We've all done shit that we not proud of. Don't judge me, okay? The good thing is she learned how to use it herself now, so you know. So we okay, you know. My sister got these badass kids, right? And they're forced. You a silly man. And they're 4, 6, and 8. So these kids are bad as hell, right? And see, I don't know a lot about children, you know, because again, I learned about kids looking at Sesame Street, Dora the Explorer, stuff like that. So those kids on there, you know, they say thank you, no thank you, you know, they do their homework, they go to bed on time, they don't drink alcohol, you know, that type of stuff. But these kids are bad as shit, you know, and I have to watch them all the time, right? And so, you know, she kind of just, and I don't know anything about taking care of kids, so basically all I do is I take all the knobs off the stove, hide the knives, and I go in my room and mind my business, okay? Because them badass baby kids will wrap me up in a slinky and throw me down the stairs, and I'm not having that shit, okay? So the other night I got in bed, I guess about 10 o'clock, it was about 2 weeks ago, it was about 2 weeks ago. I got in bed, and it was about 10 o'clock because I had to be up early the next morning, so I kept hearing this laughter coming out the living room, right? So all I could hear was, ooh, I said, they out there doing something. And I kept on hearing, ooh, so I got up out my bed and I started tiptoeing through the hallway, right? Ran around the corner in the living room real fast. Y'all know they were out there looking at a Pamela Anderson G-string special. Right? And I was like, oh my God, this shit is wrong. I'm telling y'all, mama I don't want to hear it. I'm telling y'all, mama when she get home. And the oldest one is 8 years old. He was like, no, you hold the fuck up, okay? Seriously, and those were his exact words. He's like, let me explain myself. He's like, I'm 8, my brother's 6, my sister's 4, that's fucking 18. We can watch this shit. You know, what do you say to that, you know? The shit was clever. I was like, well, shit, just turn it down, y'all, keeping me up, you know? Now, it's hard because, I get in trouble for that shit when it happens. You know that, right? And it's hard because I do have a very serious side, but I play too daggone much. Like, I really do. And so it's, really hard to, tell people, serious shit as a comedian, because when my sister got home, I told her, I was like, your kids were out there, they were looking at porno last night. She was like, oh, that's one of your jokes. That's one of your jokes. I was like, it is now, but your kids were out there looking at porn, okay? And I try to warn them and stuff like that. Like my sister, I had told her about that. And the oldest one, Jeremiah, he's 8 years old. A badass, he is bad as shit. So, they just went back to school. They're about to go to school. And he was at summer camp. And she didn't believe me. But the teacher from summer camp, one of the substitutes came in, she got this 90-year-old retired church lady, called us at 12 o'clock in the afternoon because she said that the oldest one was outside during recess chasing kids around with this dildo that he stole out of his mother's dresser drawer, right? So this 90-year-old retired church lady called this boy's out here with the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life, just scaring the kids. And my sister was like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't my dildo, okay? Do a lot of people, they believe that people choose to be gay, and you don't choose to be gay, because my lesbian friend, she been gay since we were little. She came out before I did, of course, and lesbians, they can do that sometimes. She was a tomboy, but we knew. I mean, you were beating up all the boys on the playground, please. So she's been gay, all our lives, and her twin brother, he's gay too. All their cousins gay. Their aunt just came out the closet. Another one of her uncles came out the closet. And when that happened, I was like, that's deep. Okay, this shit is crazy. Because at this rate, y'all not going to be able to have family reunions. Y'all going to have gay pride parades. Shit is crazy, So a lot is going on, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna share something with y'all, okay? This is all this shit is real, but I'm gonna get very personal with y'all for a second. Is that okay? Can I? Okay. Don't judge me, okay? Okay? That's your girlfriend? Hi. You a dom, right? Oh, she don't know. Girl, you need to get you a real top, honey, okay? She didn't even answer. What's that about?
Because she don't want to advertise, because I have to kill somebody and I have to go to jail.
And you still talking. Can we get security, please? Well, we don't want you to go to jail, not in here. This is the house of the Lord, okay? Relax, okay? No, I'm going to tell y'all something seriously, though. I found out that I'm sensitive, okay? Not a bitch, just sensitive. Slightly emotional, okay? I think I'm drinking too much soy milk. I don't know what the problem is. But I am, okay? And I try to do things the way Jesus would want me to do them, okay? So I'm a Christian too. Now, I try to treat people the way Jesus wants me to treat them, right? Now, y'all know I don't have no qualms about taking public transportation. I do that sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with it, okay? I was on the bus a couple of days ago, right? And there was this homeless lady sitting on the bus. Nobody wanted to sit next to her because she was smelling kind of like piss a little bit, right? Now, I was like, this shit is an injustice to humanity. And I'm going to sit down next to her because Jesus would sit down next to this lady, right? That's right. And I sat down next to her. And I'm mad because she going to jump up and move, He hell, like I'm the one smelling like the piss, And I'm sitting up here trying to make this hoe feel normal, you know. And it kind of made me realize, you know, that these homeless people in this city have ego problems, okay? Because I'm from North Carolina, okay? And we have homeless people that are down there. But our homeless people are respectable, okay? They say thank you, no thank you. They take what you give them, and they stay in the woods where they belong, right? Well, shit, what else is down there from Evergreen, North Carolina? It's more people in this room than there is my town. I mean, hello. So, you know, these homeless people in this city, they think they got rights, okay? You know, and they do things that homeless people just should not do, you know, like flirt with women, you know. Being homeless, you don't need a girlfriend, you need a house, okay? That should be your first priority. Not inviting me back to your box, you know, to overlook your puddle on M Street, okay? You know, these homeless, I'm serious, how many times have you seen, you know, a woman walking down the street, you know, a homeless guy come up to her like,
Hey, baby, let me play one of your titties right quick. No?
well, can I have $1 then? You know. Either that or they got like minimums, you know, like when I come to you like, hey, you be like, yeah.
You got $5.28.
You be like, $5, what the fuck you trying to get, a gallon of gas? Like, you know, and now, you know, DC encourages, like DC, New York, Philly, they encourage these homeless people, you know, to be entrepreneurs. So, you know, they sell those Street Sense newspapers now, you know, the Street Sense. So, and I watch Oprah. I watch the OWN network. So Oprah says give them money. She says give freely, and it will come back to you. So I give to the homeless, you know. And you'll come out the metro system and you'll see, you know, like,
Street sense, get the street sense, street sense.
and I was like, oh, shit, you know, give him $1, you know, that type of thing. And I was getting ready to leave, and he was like,
Hey, let me give you my name.
and I'm like, why? He's like,
So you can find me on Facebook.
right? And I thought he meant go like the Street Sense page. I mean, you know, on Facebook, right? He was like, no, I'm on Facebook, right? And I was like, you're on Facebook? He was like,
Yeah, I got a Facebook page.
you know. And I was like, oh shit, are you on Twitter too? So, you know. And I got busy, you know, and I didn't know he was paying that much attention to me. I got busy. I didn't get a chance to add him, y'all. He added me, okay? And don't y'all know me and this motherfucker got 13 friends in common? Now, I had to go check this shit out, you know. This motherfucker got more friends than I do, you know. And like, okay, because when I first became friends with him, you know, he would have these very, you know, socially progressive, you know, status updates about, you know, helping the homeless, you know, and, you know, getting affordable housing for everybody and that type of stuff. And then I guess he got fired from Street Sense because I seen this status update pop up, you know, in my feed that said, fuck those bitches, right? And I was like, oh shit, you know, and it just keeps getting worse and worse because I was on there the other day and his status update was, just took a shit in the alley, LOL. And I was like, what? You know, hashtag public restroom, you know. It was like, why did 16 people like your status? I don't know, that's just a lot of stuff. Now, I go a lot of different places. This summer, I got a chance to, like, again, to do activism. I've been performing. This summer, I toured the South. And so, was it hot in D.C. at all? Like, because I was, like, in Houston. It wasn't that hot in Houston. But, you know, D.C. got that swampy heat. You know, Houston wasn't that hot. But I was down in, I was in Mississippi and I was in Alabama. Mississippi was hot as fuck, but I don't know because I don't fuck around and go outside in Mississippi. You don't do that shit, okay? And where else? I was in Alabama. Now I went outside down there because we were at one of the HBCUs down there, and it was hot as shit in Alabama. It was so hot that white people were singing Negro spirituals. Okay? I saw this sweaty white girl walking down the street like, wait in the water. So, you know, it's like really hard dealing with stereotypes, you know, and of course, I don't like stereotypes because I'm what they call a double minority. You know, I'm black and I'm gay, right? So that's two stereotypes, and they always say, you know, like, you're on your last strike when you're black and you're gay. And, you know, that shit is hard because a lot of people, again, they think that being gay is a choice. You know, being black and gay, you don't make that shit up, okay? You know, because it's two stereotypes I got to live up to. It's like, I got to roll a good blunt without breaking a nail. You know what I mean? And that shit is not easy, you know. Because like when I first came out, I had a bunch of white friends, you know, who were coming out. Some of my black friends, they were coming out, and you know, their parents were throwing them parties, you know, paying their tuitions for them, you know, all kinds of, going to gay clubs with them. But when you come out of a black family, they taking that ass to church, okay? You know. And my mother, she's my mother/personal evangelist, you know. So I'll get these calls from her every day, you know, and each call will get more and more intense. So the first call will be like, Sampson, you need to call me whenever you can, all right? Bye. Second call, praise the Lord, you need to call me, all right? And then I guess she would get frustrated because the third call would be like, all right, Satan. I know you're somewhere doing that faggot shit, but you need to stop and give me a call, all right? Bye. You know, so we had to have that conversation. She was like, why did you choose to begin? I'm like, you don't choose to be gay. I was like, did you choose to be a woman? She's like, no. I'm like, did you choose to be black? She's like, no. I'm like, well, it's the same thing. So now my mother came around. She is my biggest supporter out there, okay? First and foremost, okay? So I'll be happy when we can all get that, you know, because a lot of people, they do. Like, I deal with these evangelists and stuff. I go out to those rallies. Those rallies are scary because I told y'all I went out to a Chick-fil-A rally, like with my own chicken sandwich. And I was like, well, seriously, because, and I'm going to be really serious for a second. All that shit, them bitches bought all them goddamn chicken sandwiches out there, waving them around with, you know, smiles on their face, fat hoes, waving them chicken sandwiches around. If you want to do something Christian, the least you could have done was took them sandwiches to a homeless shelter. You know what I mean? Something. And not sat there and propped them up on your Bible and ate them, you know, and then had the nerve to go back for seconds and thirds. I was like, you fat, conservative, fundamentalist bitches. How do you know? You know Chick-fil-A is bad because how do you make gay men hate cock? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, you know. But you know, gays not eating that shit because we got to watch our waistlines. Okay, Pride season just passed, you know. But one of those ladies was out there and I was like, well, what is your issue? She was like, I don't support gay marriage. Homosexuals are evil. And I was like, what's so evil about somebody loving another man or another woman? She was like, because it says in the Bible it's an abomination. And on top of that, it's just wrong to practice homosexuality. And I was like, first of all, ma'am, I don't practice homosexuality, okay? Okay? I get it right, okay? I'm a pro, just ask my ex-boyfriends, okay? That's why they still call me, okay? You know. But they're doing a lot of these ministers, they don't understand what this hate speech does because you have kids who get out here and they beat up on people because they say God says it's okay. You know, a lot of people are so fucking crazy and conservative with this shit. You know, they really believe, you know, the Bible literally says kill gays. Okay, and I'm going to tell y'all, and because I know this is an issue that a lot of gay people deal with. First of all, there is no way in the world you can have a God, okay, who makes black people, white people, gay people, straight people, intersex people, and not love them all, okay? That's just ridiculous. How can you have somebody create so many wonderful things and say, I like this one, this one, this one? I fucked up on that one. No way in the world, okay? No way in the world. That shit is stupid, okay? You know. And now, you know, gay bashing, that's something else, because, you know, around this time of year, like, really, it's just, and they say DC, because I just marched at a rally, you know, about hate crimes. You know, hate crimes is something that still happens. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but there are a lot of trans people and a lot of gay men, especially, that get attacked on the streets. You know, we make fun out of feminine gay guys. You know, we make fun out of drag queens and transgenders. They're the brunt of a lot of the abuse that the gay community takes. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a lot of the rights that we have, okay? You know, so I love every aspect of this community, every last of it, whether they're in this community or out of it. So I hang out with everybody. Now, and plus, it's just nothing like a good feminine gay guy. So there was this one of my friends is about 6'4" or something like that. He weighs about 350 pounds, and we call him Tiger Lily, right? And then one of my other friends, you know who I'm talking about? Ain't the bitch crazy? Oh, it's nothing like Tiger Lily. And then I got this other friend who's he's about 5'3", and he dyes his hair like blonde and red, and he wears like real short booty shorts and like high boots and like cut off jean shorts. shirts and stuff like that, and we call her Miss Peaches, okay? Now, I love Miss Peaches because Miss Peaches is a ball of fire, right? So we go out sometimes and people say things to Miss Peaches, but I love Miss Peaches because she lets the shit roll off her back. And I'd be like, you know what, Miss Peaches, you my bitch. I love you, Miss Peaches. She's like, I'm not your bitch. I'd be like, not like that. You know what I'm talking about. So the other day we were out on the train, right? And there were these three boys, they got on the train and they saw us, and so they were like, look at them faggot motherfuckers over there. And I was like, oh God. Because you know, it's just something you don't expect. And personally, I talk a lot of shit, but I don't like fighting. I hate fighting. Like personally, if I have the choice, I would throw some sand in your face, you know. Kick you in the balls, okay? Plead the blood of Jesus and get on the bus, okay? You know? I don't like fighting, you know, but these boys got on the train like, look at them faggot motherfuckers, and I was like, oh God. So Miss Peaches was like, oh, fuck this, I'm not having it today. And I was like, Miss Peaches, chill your ass out, okay? Chill out. She was like, okay, they better be glad because I left my motherfucking blade in the house. I was like, oh God, Miss Peaches. So then they started like balling up the little express papers, you know, throwing those at us. And I was like, okay, we really should just go ahead on and just get off this train, get on another train. She was like, fuck that bitch, I ain't moving today. Oh God, right? So they're like them Saul punks. And then they came over and they started like pulling on the back of her little jacket that she had on. And that's when I started to get worried because she was like, stop. Right? And when she did that, I was like, oh shit, Miss Peaches, oh. So they kept on pulling on it. She was like, stop. So then they came over and they pulled it again. She was like, stop, you motherfuckers want me to whoop your ass, huh? Hold my motherfucking purse, bitch. I was like, oh, Miss Peaches, huh? Oh. Who knew Miss Peaches was the train? Oh, God. And they left us the fuck alone, too, you know. All I'm trying to say is if I got to walk down the alley at 3 o'clock in the morning, I want to walk down the alley with Miss Peaches, okay? You know. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming out. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Meet me after the show. Bye.
The show was awesome. Absolutely creative. So funny. God, like, this is the funniest guy I've ever met in my life. You would enjoy the show.
The show was fantastic. It was hilarious. My favorite part was, well, I won't tell you my favorite part because you had to come and see the show for yourself. You got to read Sampson's book. You have to go to the website. Sampson rocks!
And it was hilarious. So if you haven't checked him out, you should definitely do it. He is one of DC's treasures.
And he was absolutely hilarious.
If you've never seen him, whatever you do, if you have to travel thousands of miles, please come out and see him. Please come out and support somebody who's not only funny, but very intelligent, and is trying to help us in the community.